What's up, Facebook and YouTube? How we doing? Just gonna get the gram started and let's get after it. Tip of the cap, fellow folks, fellow not paying attention people. It's a great day to be alive. The earth's on fire. Everything's trash. Joe's not currently with us. Joe, are you there? Joe, are you out there? ET phone home. Joe, are you present? Joe, how is everything going? Yo, the world is trash. Yo, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Tip of the cap and a good afternoon to you. What's up, What's up, Natalie from Ontario? What's up, Jesse on Facebook? What's up, Kate? How you doing? What's up, Lana? What's up, Meals of Steel? How's it going? Tip of the proverbial cap, twist to the actual human bag. The earth is garbage. Everything's on fire. Everything's trash. Nothing to see here. Thanks for coming. Rest in peace to everything. Britt says she wore her Eat the Poor hoodie today. Hilarious. I hope people attempt to tickle your bag in public. Hilarious. The world is trash. Everything's on fire. There's about 3 or 4 of those hoodies left. If anybody wants an Eat the Poor hoodie, get it now, but it's hot, Jack, because these protein pancakes are going off the griddle. Here we go. I appreciate everybody that picked those up today. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. The world is trash. Everything's on fire. The world's garbage. Look, I was trying to make a video today, and I was like, if everything's on fire, how can I just pick just one? How can I pick one single topic to scream about? So I was like, let me just do what I do and just do one of these jobs. Like, this is garbage. Everything is trash. Big Blue's destroying the earth. Nothing to see here. Everyone in Australia is on fire. They're like, hey, news media, you're not allowed to fly helicopters above the protests. People are just like, like a 45-year-old woman with like a young child. They're like, you're going to prison. She's like, I'm just out here breathing oxygen. They're like, no snacks for you in the gulag, into your prison camp. Wear your diaper outside on your makeshift porch, on your literal prison, on your prison block in the middle of the desert in Australia. And everyone's like, this is fine. It's totally fine. Who cares? No one's even paying attention. The world is garbage. Yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah, the world's just like devolving into a dystopian hellscape, and people are like, "Where's Gabby Petito?" Like, I'm not trying to devalue the Petite story. Like, obviously it's a story, but like, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm just saying, obviously it's sensational. It's like a movie. We're watching a movie. It's Dateline playing out in real time. I've got a thing for that. I love watching a good crime show, a good murder mystery. But like, Brian Laundromat is obviously like got eaten by a freaking snake out there. But whatever. Who cares? Probably a distraction. Anyways, you know how they do it. What I think is absolutely hilarious, the funniest story of the moment. Okay, it's is listening to whatever crypt creature that just came out of like the swamp and put a microphone in front of this person. I don't even know what it is, but wow. I don't even remember her name because I was trying to come up with all these names. Maxine Underwaters. Maxine from the swamp. Holy Christmas. Who voted for her? Yo, Maxine, what are you doing? Retire for the love of Christmas. Yo, oh my God. If Maxine worked the prison yard at Gitmo as a guard, I would be like, yo, give me something better to see here. Like, what is this? Like, what is this person? She's like, this is disgusting. It's like, Maxine, of all the things to come out of the dungeon and say are disgusting, you're gonna say that these men on horses is disgusting? Hilarious. Yo, people are like, they're like, these cops are whipping. You got Sean King, quite possibly the worst person currently existing on the interwebs. He's like, I need this person's name immediately. It's like Sean King. What are you gonna do, Sean? Like, you race baiter? Like, whatever. You got Misery Reed, you got Maxine Sewers, you got Talcomex. All these people are trash. They're like, let me muddy up this garbage water with like fecal matter. They're just like, how do I ruin things that are already bad? It's like, yo, retire, all of you, including Sean. He's like, give me his name immediately. He's just like, oh, he's like, people are telling people where I live. It's like, sorry, Sean. You mean the exact same thing that you do to everybody else? All right, Sean, you race baiting grifter. This guy's like, he's like, how do I grift off this? It's like, cool, Sean. And he has this like stupid podcast where he's like, today, it's like, bro, like, what are you doing? What are you producing other than racial divisiveness, you psycho? Whatever. Maxine Sewers comes out like her and it are like playing checkers under the sewer, and then they're like, oh, distraction. Like, let's climb out. They're just like out of the sewer grate. They're just like, let's yell at white people. They're just like, this is worse than something that's objectively way worse than it. But whatever. It's like, have you ever seen a literal horse? Have you seen a person riding a horse? They're just like, how do they ride them? What is that, a saddle? That looks like a whip. It's like, that's a saddle. It's just like, they're like, why is the horse brown? Typical white guy riding a brown horse. What kind of world is this? It's like, most horses are brown, but whatever. They're like, typical. That's what you would say, you yuppie. It's like, what is going on? Yeah, don't insult Pennywise. Yo, Pennywise. I'd rather if Bumble had two people on it and one was Pennywise and the other one was Maxine Waters, I'd swipe right on Pennywise. Just saying. I'd be like, they're like, Pennywise is a guy. It's like, I don't care. We'd probably have a good time. We'd watch a football game or something. Actually, we wouldn't. We'd watch a polo match. Oh, typical. The horses are brown. It's like, It's like you can't do anything. The world is garbage. No fun allowed. Whatever. I just find it hilarious how all these people are just like, these they're like, these Border Patrol agents have whips. It's like, it's like, excuse me. Did you think that the Border Patrol like showed up for work at their job on the border and they're like, oh, here's your badge, here's your vest, here's your horse, here's your whip? They're just like, here's your lasso. It's like, what do you mean? Who's out there thinking that? Sean King. He's like, they're like, this is your federal issued whip. And they're like, sick. Bro, the guy's like Hispanic. They're like, this guy's living his supremacist. It's like, no, he's not. It's like Javier works for the Border Patrol. And if you allowed these people to build a wall, then probably this would have never happened. Numero uno, okay? Uno. That's Spanish. You can't misappropriate. Okay, I was talking about the pizza place. Whatever. Uno, pizzeria. I'm Italian. Don't appropriate my food, you chooch. But whatever. Oh, they're like, what can I be mad at now? It's like, first of all, Border Patrol doesn't have a whip, you idiot. And then you have literal bridge trolls like Robert Reich that like literally lives under a bridge of oppression where he screams with his blowhorn. It's like, Robert, get off TikTok. You're ruining it for everyone. He's just like, oh, he's like virtue. He's like one of those he's like one of those anime superheroes where like it comes out of his chest. He's just like, virtue. He's like, divide everyone. He's like, if anybody makes $10 more than anybody else, it's unequal. It's like, Robert, what are you wearing on your feet, Robert? What are those? Like, who's like, find a Foot Locker, okay? Whatever. I'm trying not to make it a personal attack. These are jokes. I'm just saying. What are those? It's like, okay. On Zappos, on Zappos.com, when you buy shoes, they have a feature that's like, this size will probably fit you. Robert's like, they're like, he goes to order his shoes. He's like, I'll take a size 14. They're like, you would probably do better with a size 5. And he's like, no, I'll take the 14s. It's like, okay. He's like out here wearing like 100 pairs of socks. It's like, Robert, stop doing that. I don't know what's going on with my head. Whatever. Anyways. So, yeah. So it's just like, so you have your border czar. Krusty. You have literal crust, the actual human crustacean, also known as Krusty, also known as Kamala the, oh my God. Krusty comes out and is like, this is disgusting. And then Mayorkas, these people are psycho. Then Mayorkas, the Homeland Security, whatever he even is, immigration, who even cares? They're all trash. He's like, this hurt me deep to the core. It's like, dog, there's like Clown News Network literally had professional grade, like cinema grade cameras there. Oh, there's like a guy standing there at like that river all day. I don't know if anybody saw the video. The guy's standing at the river. He's on the side of Mexico, and he's like, oh, these Haitian migrants are trying to come across this thing. He's like, look at them. Isn't that nice? They're sad right now. So sad, 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 sad. And it's like, you have HD camera. You got film crews broadcasting live 24 hours a day as these people literally break the law by sneaking into the interior of the United States. They're literally breaking in. They're like, this is sick. They're like, don't forget to vote for Joe and Krusty, and here's some horse goo in case you get sick. Here, take this packet of horse goo, a rack of cash, and a plane ticket to frickin' Pompano Beach. They're like, sick. They're like, thanks for coming in. Don't forget to vote for Joe and Krusty next year. It's like, yo. And people are like, this is totally fine. And then you say a single thing, you're like, that's a horse rein. They're like, who told you that? Donnie. It's like, Denal lives rent-free in your head. The guy's on the 9th tee. Like, he's having a piece of chocolate cake, like, after he finishes 18 holes. Like, get this guy out of your brain. They're like, if you say anything, it's Donnie. It's like, who hurt you? Like, yeah, like, what are you doing? Like, find a nice beach towel and lay on Pompano Beach with all of these people that are literally migrating. How did they get from Haiti? How did they get from Haiti to Mexico? What did they walk? They just walked through. They're like, oh, what is this, an ocean? They're like, let me just walk. It's just like, how did they do that? It's just like, okay, they took a blimp. Oh, okay. They're just coming to decrease they're trying to just get out of this. Yeah, well, then why doesn't every single person on the planet just come here? Like, what are you even talking about? Then they're just like, don't build a wall to prevent people from breaking the law. Here's a newsflash. Does anybody understand, or has anybody remembered that we have ports of entry? That's how you legally migrate to the United States. You go to a port of entry. That's what you do. You legally go to a port of entry and you fill out paperwork so that you can legally migrate to the United States. That's how you do it. It's a process. It's been there forever. These people are not trying to do that. They're trying to literally Oregon Trail style fjord the river with a freaking milk crate on their head, with full of all their worldly possessions, and then they're trying to shuck and jive past these guys on horses that are like, yo, you can't do this. And they're just like, huh, and they just like dip out of the way, and the horse guy's like trying to catch them, and they're like, whip. It's like there's probably like 1,000 hours of high definition videotape of these guys from Clown News Network showing these people trying to dodge these Border Patrol agents. And they're just like, whip. It's like, first of all, it's not a whip. Second of all, it's a horse rein. Third of all, they literally took the photo in such a way that it looked like the horse rein. He's whipping. Why don't you have one single video? Why don't you have a single video from the Clown News Network that would love nothing more than to broadcast that around the entire planet and monetize it because they're savages? Why don't you have a single video of a person being whipped by this Border Patrol agent? Because it didn't happen, because that's not a whip, and you're dumb. You have a problem. Who hurt you? Show me on the horse where they hurt you, dog. It's like, what do you mean? Like, point to where on the horse they touched you, bro. Like, what do you mean? Oh, we need it. And all these people are coming out of the literal sewer. Krusty's waiting in line to play backgammon with Pennywise. She's waiting on Maxine Sewers to finish up. And then they're just like, what is it? What? They're like, how can we? They're like, can we use this to race bait for our political agenda? It's like, yo. It's just like Krusty. Where have you been, Crust? She's flipping the coin at a football game. She's just like, shit, heads. It's like, yeah, I bet it's heads. Yep, who got it? Inside joke. Somebody got that. I don't know. They're like, why? Why did he say heads? Imagine it's Pennywise, Maxine Sewers, and Krusty playing backgammon in a sewer grate, and they're just like, shake. Yeah, whatever. And it's like, it's hilarious at this point because it's like there's 10,000 people under a bridge. It's like there's literally 10,000 people literally living in squalor under a bridge, getting swarmed by insects. I don't know if anybody saw that video of the insects swarmed by insects at night in like the in this insane heat, and all they can talk about is a whip. It's like, that's not a whip. And they're just like, this is deeply disturbing. And it's like, you know what's disturbing? How 10,000 illegal migrants are waiting under a bridge, you crusty liar. It's like, that's what's disturbing. You know what's disturbing? What's disturbing is Krusty, our supposed borders are. Why aren't you there, Crust? She went there for 5 minutes. These people are so insane. It's hilarious. It's tragic and extremely sad, but it's like, yo, who hurt you? I don't know. I can't even make heads or tails about it. It's like, it's such a distraction. It's hilarious. It's hilariously tragic. I'm just like, it's like, somebody said abuela. Where's AOC's abuela? Abuela! Where's abuela? Where's abuela when we need her? It's like, yo, with that 300,000 clams that they raised for O'Crazio's abuela, they probably could have built a village for all those folks. And then what's so insane about this, and what's so insane about how low IQ all these people are that are pointing this out, and this is the thing. Leftists know, and the leftist mainstream media knows, that nobody that is on the political left of things will do any research. They know that they're not going to look into this. They're like, did you say whips? Disgusting. They're like, virtue. It's like, they're like charging their rocks outside and like waiting for their soy latte to be delivered from Starbucks on Uber Eats. And they're like, down with capitalism. Get those whips. Get those guys with the whips. It's like, yo, who hurt you? Like, what are you doing? They're just like, They're like, my degree in puppetry is not paying for my student loans. Cancel my debt. It's like, who told you to get a degree in puppetry? What are you doing? I have a degree in upside down underwater dance theory. It's like, stop. Down with capitalism from my iPad. It's like, who educated you? Meanwhile, I'm surprised they haven't caught some footage of that. I can't even say it. Oh my God. Of that vision of health that was on that video that came out last night from that company that no one wants to talk about, that I can't even say. Pay-per-view. Read in between the parallelograms. Whatever. He's like up in the bush, like. It's like, yeah, it's like if that guy was out there literally blowing medicinals through a freaking, we'd probably be a little safer, I guess. Apparently, according to them, it's just like, yo, you're garbage, but whatever. Who cares? Yeah, who cares? The world's just burning to the ground and no one cares. It's fine. It's still totally cool. Just 10,000 people under a bridge that just walked across the ocean. That seems fine. Meanwhile, they're just being like distributed into the interior of the United States, like no big deal. And then what's so hilarious is you have Maxine Sewers, the crustacean, and all these virtue signaling lurches like Chuck Schumer. It's like, they're just like, this disturbed me to the core. Mayorkas is like, this is so disturbing down deep in my core. It's like, yo, dog. What is so disturbing to your core? The fact that this was not a whip, that guy is on a horse, like that guy is not white, the guy is literally Hispanic. He wasn't whipping anybody. And these guys are literally breaking the law, literally illegally trying to sneak into the United. They're like walking across a river. It's like, do you think that that's how they're supposed to do it? Because there's a legal process, dog. They're just like, this is disgusting. It's like, Any person that's in any country in the world that's sitting at their house right now, like, yo, we should probably try to get free money, free housing, free schooling, free medication, free healthcare, free everything, a freaking paycheck for breathing. They're like, yo, we ride. Let's go. It's like these people are just like, let's go to the real. And then CNN's sitting there like, here's the spot. Here it is. We're right at this location. They're like, behind the Costco, 6 miles into the forest, there's this freaking river where there's a CNN camera literally making sure that they don't even touch you. It's like, okay. So you can't build a wall to prevent them from doing this. You can't. How do they think people arrest people? Do they think that the cops walk up to a guy and they're like, hey, man, we really don't appreciate you shooting that person in the face. Could you please put these handcuffs on yourself? I'm not going to touch you because I need to socially distance. And then the perp is like, you got it, boss. Click, clack, click, clack. It's like, what do you think the cops do? The cops are like, excuse me, sir. Please don't shoot me in the face with that gun. They're like, no problem. It's like, we need to be equitable. Equity, equity, equity. It's like, cool. You guys are doing a great job. Everybody's doing great. The world is trash. And then these exact same innocent migrants, they're just looking for a good hearty American job. They're just looking to take a good hearty American job. They're just looking to put their head down and just get right into one of those good working, fresh, don't look down your nose at me, good old American jobs. They're not in the country 15 seconds. They're freaking biting. There's multiple people that crossed over that were literally on a freaking plane. They were on a literal airplane in the literal sky about to leave the crust of Earth to travel at the speed of sound. To get a free paycheck for the rest of their life. And one of them was, they were biting they bit the agent. I saw this story today. A adult human man bit another adult human man because they were just looking for a good life so they could escape oppression. They just bit this human man. It's like, what do you think these people are doing? They're just like under the bridge. They're just like, yo, get on this plane. You need to get out of here. This is illegal, dog. Go to the ports of entry and file paperwork like a legitimate person if you were actually trying to migrate here. And they're like, yo, is that your arm right there? I'm about to bite it. It's like, okay, cool. Go to prison now. Okay. That literally happened. These are things that occurred today or whatever in the last couple of days. It's like, what is occurring out there? All right. Like, build the wall, whatever. Oh, typical. It's like, quit looking at me through your lens of race, you race-baiting psychopath. Oh my God, he can't say that. The only person that can say that is Sean King because he's so virtuous. Cool. Yeah, cool, great, grand, wonderful. Everything is trash. And then a couple of these other people that came from that other country where we literally planed out 100,000 something people from that other country where we left all of our supplies and goods. They're literally flying people out of there. Two of the guys already attacked a child. Already did horrible things, unspeakable things to a literal human child on the base in America or whatever, or wherever they were. You can look it up online. It was on Breitbart today, and it's like, yo, people are so stupid. Everything is garbage. It's like these people don't care about people. I've never seen something more insane. People masquerading as if they love people more than the other people when the ramifications of the things they say, do, the policies they enact hurt more people. They're like, I love people. You don't love people. You're a racist, xenophobic troll. It's like, you're a bad person, but you think you're good. It's like, you're the worst. You're so much worse. You pretend to be right when you're so objectively wrong. We're not like, it's so funny. But whatever. And it's not even funny. It's tragic. It's sad. It's horrifying. And people are like, oh, whip. And it's like, it's not a whip, you idiot. And then Robert Reich, what are those? Robert Reich posts another post today on like Twitter or Instagram or who even cares because all this stuff's trash. And he's now instead of saying whips, they're saying whipped the reins. They whipped the reins. It's like, first of all, you sneaker of a clown, you large boots clown shoe. First of all, you didn't even know those were reins because you're so dumb because you didn't take 15 seconds to look into it. Now they're whipping the reins. It's like a rein. It's like, show me one video that shows that, you clown. How about the video of the guy biting the agent? How about that? How about the two guys from AFGU molestering those children? Like, come on, bro. Like, what are those? Retire. You're doing a horrible job. Like, stop speaking on TikTok. Oh, it's like, I need to cross this bridge. I will not give you 5 cents. But whatever. Virtue. I'm better than you. Does anybody else think that if rich people make money, that we live in a... It's like, no, Robert. Like, I will cross this bridge without a toll. Got my Dead Pedal coffee mug here. Everything's trash. So it's like you literally have Krusty, the guy that's in head of Homeland, whatever, all these people on TV virtue signaling about how horrible it is that these border agents are literally doing their job, that only have to do this because there's no wall, because they wouldn't let them build the preventative measure that would have forced them to go through a port of entry the legal and correct way. Then you have other things that were put in place by big bad evil orange man Donnie that they're going back to. They're just like, oh, Donnie's so evil, oh, evil Donnie. And then they're putting those policies back in place, but the media doesn't cover it because they're full of snakes and they just collect a paycheck. Like Don Lime, the most garbagey garbage merchant of all garbage merchants, who is in a close second, let me say, to Misery Reed. Yo, these people are savages. These people are the reason. They're the racists. All they ever talk about is people's. It's like, yo, how about you look at a person as a person? Don Lime is a racist. Joy Reid is a racist. These people are the racists. You're a racist, Joy Reid. You are the racist. So is Don Lime. Hey, Don Lime, you're a racist. No human person yells racism out of their face more than Don Lime and Joy Reid. Those people are racist. I don't care what color their skin is. You're both racists. That's all they think about. It's all they talk about. It's the only prism that they look at human people. It's just like, this is a person. She's a white girl. How come she's not? It's like, you're a racist. No one looked at this girl and was like, she's white. We're just like, that's crazy. A couple went on a vacation. What if the guy was black or the girl was black? Who cares? The story is the story because the story's the story. You losers. It's so sick of these people. The biggest threat to America is a white man as Don Lime walks into his home to a white man. It's like, you're a racist, Lime. Like, literally, be the accoutrement on my margarita made by O'Crazio. Like, your only purpose is being a lime. Like, be an accent to my shot of Patron, Lime. Like, get off the air, you race-baiting liar, dude. This guy is such a liar. And so is Joy Reid. These people are trash. Merchants of trash, literal garbage peddling racists. Oh, grr. It's like, I've never seen something more insane than a person complaining about not enough coverage for people of color on the news while you have 2 primetime news channels. You're the racist. It's like, you are the news. How could you possibly complain about there not being enough coverage when you're the MFing news, bro? You're the news. That's you. Your job. That's your literal job. That's so stupid. That's like me being like, not enough. That's like me being like, not enough internet comedians are yelling into their phone at night. Not enough. If it was a person of color. It's like, that's me. It's like, I'm that guy. They're just like, and people are just like sitting there like, yes, the readout, the play on words, readout. Oh my God, what a good readout. Oh God. It's like Don Lime, like literally, I'll have a shot of Patron. It's like, it's like, give me some salt and a little bit of Don Lime. You have no other purpose. You race baiting liar, but whatever. Joy Reid, who named her Joy? You got it wrong. What was it? Opposite day. It's like misery. It's like, you're the worst. She's just like, she's like, this is oh my God. I can't believe these people. They're getting paid millions of dollars. They're like, I'm oppressed. It's like, you have the ear of the world. Like, what do you mean? How come not enough news? That's you. It's like, that's literally you, but whatever. My dog is like, are you good? The dog's coming in. He's like, fam, like you're sweating. I'm gonna turn on the van here. Whatever. And like, I can't even say these human words here without getting clapped. It's like, okay. Before I was like, how do I say whip without saying whip? And then like, I'm just in here and I'm just like, whip, like right out of the gate. I can come up with words for every other thing, but I was just like, whip. I was going to try to come up with some, whatever. I don't even care. Whatever. I'll just get clapped. The dog's like, how do I make a lot of noise in here right now? Oh my God, I'm really sweating. I'm doing a little bit of sweating in here. Let me take a second to thank everybody that's been buying the badges. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lana Liberty, 1W Monaco, Meg Paulson, Michelle AD for 3 badges. Wow, thank you, Michelle. Chooks Official, the Megan Hayward were 3. Thank you so much, Jesse CT6. Dawn Maureen and Christy Katie. I appreciate it. I keep seeing the same people buying those badges every time. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And thank you. And a big thank you to everybody that joined the Patreon. I put the link in here in the bottom. We got a nice little thing going in there. I actually am releasing a couple new pieces of merch this week that I just put in the store, or that I have been asking people in the Patreon if they like them. So we got a cool little thing going in there. So thank you guys so much for joining the Patreon, and thanks to everybody for the badges. Thank you, Lori S, for the badge. I appreciate it. And thanks to everybody that got the Eat the Poor hoodies. I appreciate that. So it's just like the distraction and the race baiting and how much they are trying to pit every single person against each other is so disgusting. These people are leading the charge of divisiveness around the entire country. These are the people that are objectively ruining the discourse of every person in America. And the saddest part about it all is so many people. Thank you, Margaret, for the Venmo. I appreciate that. These are the people that are making the country worse, objectively. Clown News Network is peddling them. Clown News Network is paying them millions of dollars a year. The big farm me some corn. The farm, you can't even say it because the world is trash and everything gets clapped, whatever. Those companies are the ones paying all the bills. You're watching Clown News Network and they're like, eat these pills and don't be depressed anymore. They're like, are you depressed? Are you depressed? Pill, pill, pill. Med, med, med. It's like, how about you tell somebody to take a walk? They're like, are you living in a pit of despair? Are you nervous? They're like, why are people nervous? And you have people like the crustacean. You have like literal Krusty, the literal clown, who's supposed to be in charge of the borders. 10,000 people there living in squalor under a bridge. And then you have Circle Backy. Literally, they're just like, Steve Ducey from Fox News is about the only person in the newsroom that asks a legitimate question. He's like, yo, is there any reason why you're not testing these people and or giving these people the juice? And she's like, these people are not coming here because they're going to stick around a little while. They're not going to stay for a long time. This human person, this literal human liar, literal big red, literal liar, this literal human garbage merchant, this peddler of trash, this lying psychopath, sick in the head, psycho loser is like, oh, we're not going to test them because they're not going to stick around very long. Not very long. You mean like how long somebody sticks around in a restaurant to eat dinner, to have a cup of coffee? Big Red? You're a liar. You're a savage liar. And I hope that you understand the severity of how bad you're lying to the American people. You're a garbage merchant. You're a merchant of garbage. Joe can't even exist. Joe can't take a question from a person. The guy's basically not living. The guy can't take a question. He has other people. He has names of people that he has to call on because the guy is not a sentient person. The guy is literally in the. He's like picking out his plot. He's like, oh, let me be right here next to JFK. They're like, no, Joe. It's like, Joe, eat this Rocky Road pacifier and go sit in the corner and shut up while 5,000 other people that know better than you write what you're going to do today, what you're going to eat, clean your Depends, and wake you up when you're literally in a meeting on camera and you're falling asleep. This guy is not even alive. These people don't care. It's like, I thought they were these people are sick in the head, sick in the literal head, so sick in the head. It's disgusting. Every single thing they accuse Donnie and all of Donnie's supporters, they're that times 5. They're so much worse. It's disgusting. Oh, and like they're outraged because of one photo clearly taken that in one day any person was able to prove that the angle was taken in just the right way to make it look like they were whipping him with the reins. It's like, first of all, that wasn't happening. Second of all, it didn't happen. Third, there's video cameras there. Why are you showing a picture? Because you're a race-baiting liar. But whatever. They're like, this is outrageous. This is disgusting. This doesn't represent. It's like there's 10,000 people under a bridge in sweltering heat that are literally breaking the law to come here, that are literally committing crimes within a day of being here, within one day. Breaking the law, committing crimes, abusing children, coming from other countries, no idea where they're from, no idea what they've done, no idea what crimes they've committed, no idea who they even are, and they're just distributing them in the interior of the United States, defunding the police. They're literally dismantling every single thing that we know. They're ruining the entire earth, and they love it. They love it. They're so stupid, clueless, absolutely clueless, virtue signaling liars that don't pay attention to anything, that don't do any research. They're like, MSNBC, beep, virtue. Like, let me post about this. Let me repost it. It's like, you're a liar. And then they're like, oh, here's a picture of me meditating. Oh, it's a full moon tonight. I'm charging my rocks. It's like, why don't you go down to the bridge and look at the 10,000 people that are waiting there? But don't stay too long because they'll probably rob you, bro. It's like, oh, why are you saying that about them? I'm not saying that about them. I'm saying these things are happening, dog. But whatever. Okay, whatever. Oh, you can't say that. You don't have the right pigment. Okay. Sorry, I was just born this way. I thought everybody was born perfect. These people are talking out of both sides of their dirt star. They're garbage. Garbage. But whatever. Who cares, right? Okay. Yeah, fine. Crusty. The borders are. She's like, this is disgusting. It's like, dog, of all the things that are disgusting, you're going to get mad at the people that are doing their job. What are you doing, Krusty? What are you doing, Krusty? Joe is not living. The degree, it's like, oh my God. But just nobody cares. Nobody's doing anything about it. Okay. But whatever. Thanks, Addiction Talk, for the badge. Appreciate it. But yeah, okay. Anyways. It's just increasingly and increasingly more sad and sad and sad. And like these people that are getting caught on tape, these people that are saying all these disparaging marks about America, these people that are dead set on destroying every institution that makes America great, taking your freedoms away and just being merchants of trash. It just blows my mind. It's a sad state of affairs out there, Corn Pops. But whatever. Who cares? Let's just let it go. Thanks, Fats Weebkey. That's a funny name. She said your energy and knowledge is awesome. Thank you so much. I just feel like I feel an obligation. I feel like there's no other choice, and I'm just trying to do the best that I can to yell about this stuff because the world is garbage, and every single thing I can see is lightheartedly in flames, and it's just a sad state of affairs out there, and I don't know what else to do. But It's like you see people standing up, but then the virtue, they just come with the virtue and they find these distractions. Like they're getting freaked out about this picture of this horse and they don't even care about any of the other bigger fish to fry. It's disgusting. But whatever. Did someone say, I like that he knows how to pronounce lots of human words? Nice. But whatever. I'll take some questions if anybody wants to have any. If anybody has any questions, the most common question I always get is like, "What's in the drink?" This is like purple. It's some purple herbal tea or something like that. Some type of herbal tea of sorts. Someone said you are so funny. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Has anyone ever heard of camera angles? Yeah, great question. Apparently not. B. Wentz says the climate assault has started. Yeah, it has. All the mainstream news pundits, they're all like, oh, target the climate. These people are coming for every single institution that makes the United States great. It's disgusting. Also, Trevor Noah is not funny. Just in case anybody wanted to know, I got an email today that the local casino, they're like, Trevor Noah's stand-up coming to town. I was like, lots of laughs. I would laugh. I would laugh more watching my dog poop in the yard and throwing it at a tree for 30 minutes. I'd be like, this is hilarious. Trevor Noah is the least funny person I think that exists on earth. It's like, who buys a ticket to see Trevor Noah? They're like, sick. They're like, how do we buy the cheapest ticket in the farthest away seat? Actually, you know what? Let's just not go. That'll be funny. Yeah. Trevor Noah is not funny. Trevor Noah on The Daily Show? Yo, The Daily Show must be hurting, which is hilarious. They don't even have an audience anymore. He's just sitting there wearing like a sweatshirt with his hair like all uncut. It's like, put on a suit, bro. The guy, he's so not funny. It's remarkable. He is spare parts. Patricia on Facebook said, were you ever addicted to anything? Addicted to anything? I'd say you could say I may have been addicted to marijuana. I don't think that I was addicted because I quit multiple times and was fine with it. But I guess if I ever had an addiction, I would say that would be it. But I mean, I stopped smoking like a year and a couple months ago. So I don't really think I was addicted. I just liked it a lot. I'm addicted to dance music. I love dance music. I like to dance. I'm definitely addicted to dancing. Is that an addiction? Someone said vodka. I like vodka too. I'm not addicted to vodka. Oh, they're chatting amongst each other. Addicted to caffeine, yeah. Somebody's Wendy on Facebook said go and heckle Trevor Noah. Yeah, if he was performing outside, I would. No, I would never heckle anybody. It's not even worth my time. He's just not funny. It's just like, this is my heckle. Here's the heckle. You're not funny. Whatever. He's like, it's so funny. Like, look, I'm not trying to disparage people that come from another country because I don't care. We're all from another country at the end of the day. But it just blows my mind that Trevor Noah could migrate to the United States from South Africa, literally leave, become extremely wealthy, get a primetime shot on a primetime news organization on a top-tier TV, be broadcast all around the world, book deals, comedy gigs, make more money than he's ever made in his entire life. Yet all he does on TV is, with terrible jokes, disparage every institution that makes America great. Dog, like, what are you even talking about, bro? I love listening to all these political pundits that come from other countries in their adult life and make fun of America. Like John Oliver. It's like, dog, all right, John, like, thanks for all the hot quips and commentary, John. It's like, no one asked for your opinion, bro. But whatever, these people get paid tens of millions of dollars. It's like, Trevor Noah is not funny. He obviously loves it here. He loves all those things. Yet he's too clueless because all he wants to do is sign the back of his paycheck because he's paid by Big Daddy Viacom. This dude's not funny. This dude's a talking head. He can't even get an audience anymore. Lots of laughs. Trevor, you're not funny. Your stock is dropping, but whatever. Who cares? Oh, cool, dude. He's like, oh. And then he acts like you're so stupid. It's so funny watching him be like, these stupid nurses, and how he talks about people that don't want to take the juice. Shut your mouth. You're literally, objectively not funny at all. You're the least funny person that literally exists on the crust of the earth. Oh, he's so stupid. This dude has writers. I bet you. I don't care what you think. You could probably say I'm half as funny as him. Fine. You want to say I'm half as funny as Trevor Noah? Say I'm half as funny as Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah has millions of dollars, a TV set, professional cameras, employees that work all day long on a show. It's just me yelling alone. You know what I mean? I didn't even write anything down. This clown sneaker's reading a script. There's people that write the jokes for him that are in the back, paid a paycheck to write the jokes, and they're not even funny. It's like, yeah, could you imagine if I had one person that worked with me, how much funnier I would be than Trevor Noah? It's not even me. Anybody's fun. My dog's funnier than Trevor Noah. My dog sometimes lays on his back, and I'm like, ha 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 ha. It's like I get more of a laugh than I get from watching Trevor Noah. You're not funny. You are not funny anymore. Good luck with the show. I heard Jon Stewart is coming out with a new show, so that's great. I guess -3 people will ever watch Trevor Noah again, which is great. He's like, hey, guys. It's like, no, there's a team of people that are like, yeah, I work on the Trevor Noah show. Lots of laughs. I bet you the employees are funny. Imagine being in the writer's room. These are so stupid. This guy's not funny, but whatever. Somebody brought up Seth Meyers. Yeah, Steven Crowder was talking about that today. Seth Meyers has seven, a bunch of Emmy nominations. It's like Seth Meyers is also literally not funny. It's just who pays you? And people are at home ha ha ha, good one, Seth. I don't even have as many beefs with Seth Meyers. I don't even watch him, but Trevor Noah just tickles my bag the wrong way. I'm like, dude, you are so unfunny. It's remarkable. Lots of laughs. Trevor Noah has a great accent. Cool. Then why doesn't he read us? Read us a lullaby or sing us a lullaby with his voice? Who cares about his voice? No offense to you. I'm just saying. It's if he was funnier, he'd be funny. It's yeah, he would. Whatever. The world's trash. Trevor Noah. Phoebe says, curious to know what you think about Project Can't Say the Words. I think the first video was insane, extremely explosive, huge bombshell. Second one, not as much. I think it was good. I'm glad that we saw it. I think that guy was joking a lot, and I think they were horrible jokes. I don't think it was nearly as explosive as the first one. But both of them are great. They do great work over there. They should be applauded, rewarded, shared, and endorsed for sure. I'm a big fan of James O'Keefe. James O'Keefe follows me on here, which is amazing. And I'm a big fan of what they're doing. And I think it's great. I think the world needs it for sure. Somebody called the guy on the other video a turd Ferguson. Hilarious. R.I.P. Norm. Thanks, Matt. Matt says this guy needs to be shared everywhere. He's going to blow up. Whoop, whoop. That'd be cool. That'd be great. I mean, we're growing nice. We're growing nice here. I want everybody to know how much I appreciate it, and all of the support that everybody has been showing lately has been extremely humbling. It just kills me. I'm about to hit 76,000 on Instagram probably by the end of the night tonight. I have over 18,000 on Facebook. The numbers are growing on YouTube. If you don't follow me, in my Instagram bio, there's a link tree. On my Facebook and YouTube, there's a link tree. You can click it and where the links are found on any of those platforms. Please go follow me everywhere. Somebody booked me for a cameo tonight, which is amazing. A year and a week or two ago, if I was walking down the street, nobody would have looked at me twice unless I had farted or something. And now I'm selling cameos. It's amazing for somebody's birthday. Extremely humbling. There's members in the Patreon. People join the Patreon. People on here buying badges. People buying those hoodies and stuff, selling hoodies that say "Eat the Poor." It's so hilarious. The fact that I'm able to do this and you guys are liking it and supporting it has been an honor. And I appreciate all of you so much. And some people that are in the Patreon, I see here in the chat, always buying badges, always supporting, showing love. I appreciate it so much. I can't can't thank everybody enough for the support. Every dollar that comes in, every 15 cents that comes in, every order in the store, I see every order, every donation, every badge, every message, every reshare, every repost, every tag, everything, every photo of people wearing the merch. I see all of it, and it's been the joy of my adult life for sure. And I appreciate it so much. D says, I follow you everywhere. Does that make me a stalker? No, that just means that you can get it from different distribution methods. People said, we love the reels. Thank you so much. Hey, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. The amount of kind words and messages that I get on the daily is extremely nice. Thank you, Sable. Thank you, A Mark Life. Appreciate that. Yeah, and the thing that's so crazy too is like the Patreon's been so interesting too, because it's like here's just like this other level where it's like I can kind of get feedback from people that follow along and watch everything, and like I just shared these new merch items like I was saying before in there, which is really cool. So it's really interesting how this is continuing to grow, and I just appreciate it so much. People saying, dude, you guys are blowing me up. Everybody's blowing me up right now. Everybody's tickling my bag in the comments on Instagram. Everybody's like, too much appreciation. But thank you all so much. Tamara says, I share it all the time. Thank you so much. Save us from Murph in New Jersey. Dude, Murph is a clown's shoe. What he's been doing to Ian Smith is so stupid. The guy's an embarrassment. I'm Bob and I make memes. All right, what's up, Bob? AF says, I want to get you connected to Crowder. Yeah, that'd be cool. Jen says, I'm always hopping on at random times, but I never hear about the Patreon stuff. I just started the Patreon like a week ago, a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. Some people were asking me about it, and I was like, sure, let's see if anybody wants to join. So I made it. It's patreon.com/take naps. That's the spot. What's up from Toronto? What's up, Pookie girl? How's it going? I think that all these things, this is the thing. Anybody that's been following along can see that, like, I'm certainly putting in the time and effort to get it to all these people and get it everywhere. So I'm going to continue doing that, and all of the things will align as they shall. What is especially heartwarming, though, is seeing people that are in the chats and in the comments and in the live streams interacting with each other and developing friendships. That has been one of the coolest things that I've seen here. Because you never know how long a relationship can last, like a lifetime. So it's like to think that people are like meeting friends and then like you could be friends with that person for life. And you met them in like in my Instagram comments. This is hilarious. I love that. Jen says, can you do an in-person event? I would love to do an in-person event. It's something that I have tried to do before. I actually am going to be speaking at an in-person event in January in Texas. So that might be one for people to go check out. I will be speaking there or talking or making jokes, or I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to say something. I got an order today in Hawaii. I wonder if that person is the person here in here talking in the chat. I have better friends through here than like 20-year friendships. Dude, I feel the same way. Sable, I feel the same way. There's been a lot of people that I've met through this channel that I've been like, wow, could you imagine if these become more solid friendships than the ones that you thought? It's weird how life is. It's like you're on this trajectory, and it's just like, are people coming with you or are they not? And it's like you gotta go at the pace that makes sense to you. And that's it. If they come along, they come along. And if they don't, then they don't. That's been something that's been difficult for me to deal with, but very real aspect of life. Something that's made a whole lot of difference to me lately. It's like you think people are, you think you're tight with people, and it's like, are you? It's kind of weird, but it happens. Scotty said where in Texas. I actually don't know where in Texas, to be completely honest with you, but I will check. Hold on. I actually don't know where it is in Texas yet, but I will find that out for you. We ride at dawn. Spin Cat says, "What gives you hope?" What gives me hope? What gives me hope is just my eternal optimistic belief on the world, which I believe that, like, in the end, the good guy wins, but not without enough adversity to learn and teach and, you know, cause the right things. Like, all of the best things in my life, I've said this on this live stream I did on Speak Truth Without Fear on 2 nights ago, or last night. I don't even remember. Last night? Tuesday? 2 nights ago. On Speak Truth Without Fear, where it was like all of the greatest progress that's ever happened in my life has been after some great struggle, after some horrible thing happened, some unovercomable thing happened that I didn't think I was going to be able to get through, where my back was up against the wall and I had to strip down all my resources or all of my activities to just the most pertinent tasks, and then really maximize the resources that I had to move ahead. It's like when your back's up against the wall and you focus your resources is when you have the greatest breakthroughs. I always have been finding that when I get down, like, we go up and down. That's how it happens with life, like a sound wave. It's like we have peaks and valleys. It goes up, it goes down. What I've realized is when you're at the bottom is when all of the BS kind of falls away and you have the ability to identify the most important things to focus your resources on so that you don't keep going down further. It's like the analogy that I use is like when you're in the pool and you squat down really low in the pool, you can launch yourself off because of how your legs are compressed. You can, like, get a lot of boost and you can fly out of the water. If you're just floating at the surface and you haven't gotten real low, then you don't get that boost out. So I think that life works in the same way, where, like, the further down you go, the more aware you are of what's going on. You use all your resources focused on one thing and it really shoots you up. So it's like, it's the disadvantages, it's the bad parts, it's the failures that teach you the most. Success doesn't teach you anything. It's failure that teaches you all the good stuff. So I'm all for that. And I think that this situation that we're enduring right now as a planet is extremely sad and tragic. And we're seeing countries and peoples fall to this destruction, like Australia and other places, and people are fighting back, and that's a good thing. But it's like, I guess this is what had to happen. I don't know. But I certainly hope that it doesn't come here. And I hope that it wakes up enough people that we all understand the significance of this moment. So I'm trying to find the silver lining of how bad all of this is. But I mean, here's one example. It's like, if you've found any enjoyment from this channel, from watching me or whatever, what I put out, as bad as it is, it created this, you know? It's like this entire distribution would objectively not be here if we were in smooth sailing times. So it's like, that's a positive, I guess. I think that there's a lot of things like that. Not just, I mean, that's a personal thing to me. Maybe it's probably not as significant to you as it is to me, but that's some good that comes from the bad. And I think there's a lot of things like that. But we'll see. I don't know. I certainly hope. I certainly choose to believe that the good guys win, and I think that there's a lot of good left to happen. But I don't know. I'm certainly not going to think that it won't. But we all have to contribute. That's the thing, is like, we all have to contribute something to the mix. Like, we all have to be outputting something that's very good, or we're screwed. Like, we have to We have to be contributing in some way, shape, or form. I think the easiest thing is to vote with your money and talk about it with other people in real life and online. I think at the very least, trying to wake up the 40% of people that don't even vote or pay attention is important. Jenna says, I can't believe I went to 3 stores today. I was the only one without a diaper. Yep. It's insane. I still see people outside, and I'm like, what are you doing, dog? But whatever. No one cares. Thanks to the other people that have gotten the badges since the last time I said. Lori, S216, Jen Saladino, Domer, Jen Lisa 80, Addiction Talk, Abby 208, April Brush, The Fish Human, Hello Kitty, and I am Lish 86. Thank you guys for the badges on Instagram. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I saw a couple orders come in on the store since we were on here. Thank you to Ryan. Got himself an Eat the Poor hoodie, or maybe her, and Robert for the Eat the Poor hoodie. And thank you, Margaret, for the Venmo. I appreciate it. Jenna on Facebook. Bobby's just showing up in Texas to tell jokes to the cows. Yeah, the cows are funnier than Trevor Noah. The cows can co-headline with me. Lori said, is this your FT job? Are you talking to me? Is this my full-time job? I've been trying. I mean, it's my full-time job in the sense that I spend all of my free time on it. I've been turning down web development and graphic design projects to do this full-time, yes. But I have other investments and stuff in internet properties that have been basically paying the bills. So this is my full-time job. It's what I spend the most time on. But it's not, it doesn't generate enough income to be the only thing that I do. I still have to do other things during the day because it doesn't make enough money. I mean, I'm extremely thankful for how much it does make, but it doesn't make enough. Michelle says, how long have you lived in Florida? 11 years. A little bit more than 11 years. People are talking about the Eat the Poor hoodie. Somebody asked me today, they're like, what's the story with this Eat the Poor hoodie? And I'm like, because it's as stupid as saying tax the rich. That's the whole point. It's like anybody that understands. Like O'Crazio is not taxing the rich. She's hobnobbing with the rich. She's being with the rich. She doesn't mean tax the rich. The rich are already being taxed. The real situation is how stupid they are about every single thing that they say and how backwards it is. The purpose of the Eat the Poor is, first of all, it's hilarious. Second of all, it's supposed to start a conversation. If it makes somebody mad, it opens a conversation. That's kind of the whole point. It's a play on O'Crazio, and it's really what she's trying to say is when they say eat the rich, what they really mean is eat the poor. When they say tax the rich, what they really mean is tax the poor. It's backwards. Every single thing that they say has an equal and opposite effect, a far more serious effect on the lower and middle class than it does on the rich. The rich are going to be fine. They're going to be just fine. They're going to pass all of that hit down to everybody else. So really what they're doing is they're the ones that are eating the poor. They don't care about anybody. O'Crazio is a garbage monster. But whatever. Who cares, right? Who cares about things that people do? Canada says it blocks people from buying badges, but we have options Patreon. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, it's like They just don't care. They don't care about people. They act like they do. Like somebody made a comment on my video from the other day where I was like, I made a reel. It's like a 10-second reel. And I was like, rich people love O'Crazio because O'Crazio makes rich people richer while pretending to fight for poor people. And this guy was like, oh, typical, doesn't explain himself. Keep this BS for me. And I'm like, first of all, dog, number one, like you're a grown adult person. Relax, cool your jets there, Jack. Secondly, I made a video about it 5 days ago called Free Money Forever. It's a 10-minute video about O'Crazio. Do a little research, you savage. The guy's like, oh, keep this from me. It's like, why are you on here as an adult, human, grown man on my page trying to say stuff to me about O'Crazio when you didn't even take time to look at the videos? It's like, who hurt you, bro? Show me on the Eat the Poor sweatshirt where they touched you, bro. Oh, keep this from me. I'm like, oh, who hurt you, dog? Oh, typical. It's like, what is wrong with you? Like that's how human people are choosing to spend their day. It's like, what are you doing? Being total Glansberg. The Sable just said Flansburg. Hilarious. That guy's a Flansburg. Oh, he's like, O'Crazio is my queen. He's like, vote for O'Crazio. Oh, my fan just died. I'm going to have to charge this thing. That thing lasted for quite a bit. Full huevo chooch. That's funny. Did I see O'Crazio today? What's up? What's up, MNR Woodcraft? What's going on? Chode. Did you see O'Crazio today? I always say see O'Crazio. I did see, you know what's funny? This is what's kind of interesting. O'Crazio posted a video in her story today. This woman has millions of followers. Let me see how many AOC Instagram. Let me see how many followers she has. She has 8 and okay, listen. I saw this today. O'Crazio posted a video of O'Crazio doing O'Crazio type stuff today on her Instagram. She has 8.7 million followers, okay? She reposted this video from some other account of her, literally her face, clear as day, you could see it. I went to the video. The video had 450 views. The post from O'Crazio had been up for 10 hours. So in 10 hours, you know how many people view my stories in 10 hours? And I only have 75,000 followers. So I have 75,000 followers. In 10 hours, one of my stories will get at minimum, 2,500, let's say 3,000 views. So if I'm getting 3,000 views per 75,000, let's see. Okay, so what's 8.7 million divided by 75,000? Let's see if I can do some math here. 8.7 million divided by 75,000. She has 116 times as many followers as I do. So if I'm getting 3,000 views on a story, that means she's getting 348,000 views on a story, maybe, probably more, at least 348,000. O'Crazio reposted a video of her that was shown in her stories to 348,000 people in 10 hours, and only 448 of them clicked through and watched the video. 448. Explain that. Maybe they just like O'Crazio because she's sassy and young and sassy and just like us. Check the rich, wear a gown, eat, go to the seafood tower with all the rich people and stick it to them, but don't. She had 440 views. I'm on the steps of the Capitol in a tent. It's so cold. Me and Cory Bush are so cold. It's like it's 86 degrees. We're so braved the cold. Me and Cory Bush, we're relatable. No, you're not. Yep. We're so brave. It's like, O'Crazio, you're a pawn for the rich, but whatever. I didn't say it. Whatever. Hi, I'm O'Crazio. Yeah, the woke goggles. I should put those on. The enjoyment of watching what you have to say makes everything real. Thanks, Andrew. Throw that comment up on the Facebook and YouTube people. High follower count, low engagement. I mean, she gets crazy engagement. Don't get me wrong. Like, she gets insane engagement on her live streams and stuff. She has like 50. I've seen her live streams. Like, there's like 50,000 people watching. So she's getting engagement. I'm just saying, it might have been her Rep AOC account, the one that she posted, but I don't know. Maybe it was the Rep AOC one. Who cares? But let me look at that one. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Who cares? Her whole thing is trash. But I was just saying, I was like, that's kind of funny. Okay, her Rep AOC account still has a lot of followers. I don't know. It doesn't even say. It's loading pretty slow. Whatever. It doesn't even matter. But the point is like, I was just like, that's hilarious. Because all these people really care. There's like, she's so sassy and young and sassy, and she's just sticking it to the ground. Crazio merch. I didn't make that up. That's the only reason why you don't see O'Crazio on more of my stuff is I didn't make that up. What's his name made that up? Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports made that up. I should send her the Eat the Poor sweatshirt. That would be pretty funny. I don't even want to invest any money on O'Crazio. She has those plastic googly eyes going. Hey, a new Patreon member. Thank you so much. MC. Thank you, MC, for joining the Patreon. If you're in here, appreciate you joining. Thank you so much. I just saw him come through. Him or her, they. I just saw they come through on the Patreon. MC, thank you so much. Appreciate you joining the Patreon. Welcome to the gang. Make sure to sign it for her too. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. I'd be like, O'Crazio. Thanks for all the virtue signals. You're doing great. You're doing really great. Literal O'Crazio. The world is trash. My pronoun is freedom. Nice. Did you assume their gender? How violent? Yeah, exactly. We need help on the Texas. Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's no surprise. Jack. I see a couple questions came in on here. I'm gonna take a couple. I'll take a couple more questions and then I'm gonna go because it's about 10:30, and I did a lot of work today. I dropped that merch stuff. I have some other stuff that's coming. I was working in the Patreon today, so I'll answer a couple questions. Somebody said Al Sharpton got an earful from folks at the border. That is hilarious. If anybody hasn't watched that video of Al Sharpton at the border, hilarious, absolutely hilarious. That's what he gets. He's in the exact same category as Misery Reed and Don Lime. All they do is just bait everybody and enrich themselves off of this pain. These people are such liars. Like Al Sharpton, these guys they're total grifters. They're like Benjamin Crumpets. Crumpets is like, oh, how do I squeeze cash out of this? It's like, all right, Crumpet, you're terrible at your job. You're a bad person, but whatever. Can't say that. It's illegal. Jen said, can we have an in-person session where you do a live? Yeah, I mean, I suppose we could do that. It's a lot of pressure, but I would do it. I would do it. Be a lot of fun. It's in the cards. It's in the plan. Doing something that's live and in person is certainly something that will happen. The question is when, and the question is what. But it will happen. I do think that it's something that I'm going to continue to explore, but it will rest assured, it will be happening sooner than later. She said, sorry, you answered that already. Oh, I don't know how long ago the question was from. Phoebe said, how do you feel about our future in the U.S. and where the country is heading? Do you see yourself moving out of the U.S.? Absolutely not. I will never leave the United States, or I certainly wouldn't leave it permanently. No, I think the country is getting worse, certainly, but I would never retreat from my home. That's not the game. Like, we need to protect this house. So I would never just leave. No, I'm not leaving. I would not leave. I would not abandon the thing that gave me everything. I would never do that. So no, I would not leave. The direction is obvious. I think I've illustrated what I think about the direction of the country many times in recent moons. So I think that my perspective on that is fairly clear. I do have an optimistic view. I do think that we'll get out of this, and I do think that we will win in the end. I just think that we just got to keep working hard. I mean, all good things come from hard work. So I'm not leaving. I would never do that. And we're going to fight and we're going to win. I'm not going to let these clowns do this. They're going for the kids. They're going for the border. They're going for the selections. They're going for the youth. They're going for the public schools. They're going for the healthcare. They're going for the taxes. They're going for the money. They're going for the diapers. They're going for the juice. They're going for everything. And in any great boxing match, it's not so much about how many hits you take or the perceived position you are at any point in the match. The point is that you win, that you get the knockout, that you win in the end. And I think that that's the strategy that hopefully we're trying to play. But I do think that more people need to participate. And I think that the best thing that we can do is get ourselves in peak mental and physical and societal shape to be equipped to manage the uncertain future that is before us. And that's why I'm on here every day, highlighting the stories that I think need to be highlighted, working to provide new ways so that I could do more of this, so that I could be louder. And luckily, I'm getting support from people like you. And you guys are helping to finance the ability for me to distribute all this content. I'm only doing it because of you. I'm only doing it because people buy back. Well, I'm not only doing it for that reason, but what enables me to do it, if I had an hour and 15 minutes right now, or an hour and 20 minutes or whatever that I'm on this live right now, I got a call today from a person that wanted a graphic design job. I used to sell graphic design work at $150 an hour. It would have taken me, I probably could have done that logo in 3.5 hours. I would have charged her $450 to $550, which is like objectively low in the game for a high quality professional made logo. Some logos like $1,000. So I would make that logo for $600. It would take me 3 or 4 hours to make it. I would think about it. I'd be brainstorming it and giving her something that she wanted. Phone calls, emails, deliver her the product, and she'd have this cool logo. Could have sold her a website, whatever. Instead of me taking that $500, I'll come on here and people will join the Patreon. People will buy merch. People will buy badges, things like that. And instead of generating $500, it'll be $57 or $60 or whatever it is. But I understand that the value of what this is long-term is more. It's needed more than me making a logo. It's something that I love to do, and I appreciate everybody supporting. So these are the things that I'm turning down. So is it my full-time job? Yes. Does it generate enough for me to never not do anything else? No. But I believe that it is necessary, number one. And number two, I think that it will get there. And I believe it's the reason why it's what I need to do. I think it's my cause, my purpose. Megan says, do you still do design work? No. It was one of the hardest things that I've had to decide to do, but I no longer take on client work. I will only provide support to existing clients, but I take on no client work. The amount of time that it takes to run this channel and do and output all of the things that you guys see me putting out every day, it's literally just me. That's it. Built a store, designed the merch, launched the merch, every story, every post, all the research, every live stream, every piece of merchandise, the shipping, the responses, the emails, the Patreon, the descriptions, the shooting the video of the day, the live streaming. It's an all-day thing. I started working this morning at probably 10:30, and I have to do all these other things that relate to my other investments that I need to do to generate. So I spend like 3 or 4 hours on that, and then like 6 or 7 hours on this every single day, including sometimes Saturdays and Sundays, making reels, like thinking up new different things to do, what I'm going to do next. It takes an incredible amount of time. I work a lot more now than I used to work building websites, but it's so much more fun and so much more purposeful and better. And that's why I love doing it. So I'd rather make $73 doing this than $500 doing what I was doing, because of the purpose, because of the long term, because of everything else. Because I think that eventually it'll shift, and then it'll be so much more significant, not only to me, but just to the world in general. Plus, every website I ever made, nobody ever was like, yo, you're changing the world. You're changing people's minds. You made me happy. No one ever said that about any website I ever made. They were like, nice website, thanks. Kick rocks. Here's $2,000. Here's $5,000. And all I had was the $5,000. Here, I get like nice messages every single day. It's amazing. So it's a beautiful thing, this whole thing. It's remarkable. And like when I get off here, I'm going to shoot this cameo for this woman's birthday. It's freaking awesome. I love that. Megan said, do you know people who do? No, I actually don't. I don't have anybody that I can recommend, unfortunately. I would suggest that you use, to be honest, this is about the best advice that I could give you. Your local web developer will probably work the hardest of anybody. Like, I was a one-man operation. I've been building websites and doing graphic design work for like 15 years. The amount of time, effort, and passion that I put into each thing that I did was lower priced. I was the person you were calling. I was the person you were dealing with. I knew that my integrity in my business was always on the line. I used to work so hard for people to make sure, because I didn't want a bad review. I didn't want a clawback on a credit card charge. It meant one person with a bad review when you're a small business, a one-man operation, kills your business. So if I were you, if you want somebody to build you a logo, if I were you, I would go online and I would type in graphic design and then the city that you live in and scroll to like the third page and find a one-man operation, one-woman operation, small hustler, and they'll work their butt off to make sure that you love it. That's what I would do if I were you. Don't go to one of these big firms. They don't care. They give it to the guy that makes $15 an hour. They don't care. And then you have some account manager chooch that's like writing you some stupid email like per my last. It's like they don't care. Find the independent. I used to charge $500 for a logo that looked better than a logo that someone paid $1,500 for. That had a brainstorming session with 5 creatives and all this BS. Find one person, a one-man operation that works from home. They'll work their tail off for you. That's what I would suggest that you do. Find a person that's in your area. Go to their house. People used to come to my house. People used to come and sit next to me right here in my house here in Fort Lauderdale. And they'd come and look at my screens. I got 4 monitors right here, 3 monitors over here. They're like, holy Christmas. And I would sit here and literally do it with them. I worked so hard for them. And they paid $150 an hour, but I would do it in 2 hours, 3 hours, instead of other people were charging $75 an hour, but they'd bill you for 10 hours, 20 hours. It's like stupid. Somebody said, how do you keep from getting clapped? I'm not even going to say the word. That's how. Creative uses of language, inferences. I'm a computer person. That's what everybody needs to remember. I understand how computers work. I understand how words influence and trigger certain pieces of software to indicate that something is about something else. So I use the right words. You know what I'm talking about. Anybody that would spend 2 hours of their time at 10 o'clock at night listening to me talk about this type of stuff, they already know. And if they don't know, they could find out. Or someone in the comments will tell them. So I don't need to say it. You just need to be here. That's how I do it. I used to swear a lot. I used to swear all the time. Can't swear. It's not good for the distribution. So I'm just trying to win the war. I'm trying to be tactical. I lose battles here and there, but I'm trying to be tactical. The tactical strategic nature of how I'm doing this, to me, is my greatest advantage. That's how I've been able to maneuver my way through and reach you. It hasn't been easy, I'll tell you that. Somebody said, do you sell pics of your feet? If you pay me for a picture of my feet, I would sell you a picture of my feet right now. Send me a Venmo. Like I would sell you a picture of my feet right now. I'd send you a video of my feet. I'll send you a video of my feet smoking a cigar or something. I could care less. I would totally sell a picture of my feet. Who cares? I'm going back through the comments. They're kind of old, but Jen said they're full of Glansberg. That's funny. Don't hire a person that's overseas for a logo. Somebody said you're so smart. Thanks. Appreciate it. Bobby Code. Yep. Strategery. Jordan said, how much, bro? What, for the pictures of my feet? I don't know. $75 US, 75 USD. What am I talking about? I'd take 50. I'd probably take 40. I'd probably do it for 25. 25. I'd probably do 20. I'd probably take 10. No, 10's not enough. 25. Clipping nails OnlyFans. That's great. Rachel said, remember when you sold drawings? Yeah, I remember when I sold drawings. I sold like 15 of those. I love that. Because people aren't buying the drawings. They're not buying the drawings. They're buying the emotion of the moment. They're buying the joke. They're buying the support. Those people are supporting anyways. Those people support and make donations. All the people that bought drawings, they make donations anyways. They make donations, they get nothing. At least in this time, it's a fun, interactive thing. It's memorable. They got a picture. It's signed. Maybe it'll be worth money one day. Maybe it won't. But it's a funny thing. It's just a funny memento of the support. But yeah, I did sell some drawings. That was pretty funny. Sandra says, I think I logged in at the wrong time. I'll sell you pictures of my feet. Yeah, somebody was asking for pictures of my feet. I'll tell them, send a picture of my feet. Parmbridge Farm remembers. Nice. $10 are not enough. Jen, are you offering more than 10? Draw me a cat. Yes, that's correct. Inspired by Hunter himself. God bless the Parm. Yes, agreed. Saucy Singles website. I just don't want to run a dating app. This is the dating app. You're on the dating app. Here you are right now. Drop your city in the comments. Be like, yo, I'm single. Follow my account. Have pictures of yourself. Be like, I'm trying to get clapped. I don't know. This is the app. You're in the app. You're at the bar right now. Somebody on Facebook said your bare unwashed leg and unclipped nails. Oh God, that's gross. This is getting really gross. But yeah, I mean, just Venmo me $50. Venmo me $50. I'll send you a picture of my feet right now. Anybody wants to send me $50, I'll send you a feet pic right now. I'm wearing sandals. I will literally send it to you the second we get off. I'll send you a video for 75. I'll send you a video. I'll send a video with me talking on the video for $100. Both feet. People are like, what in the cheesemas? Yeah, agreed. Will Sharp says, for $50, you better send me the sandals. Why would I do that, Will? The sandals are $20. I'm not going to send you the sandals. And shipping, have you ever seen the price of shipping? I'm going to make $30, make it shipping you packages. I'm all set with that, Will. Will, up your ante. What is this? This isn't we're not at Ross Dress for Less right now. We're at Forever 21 or whatever. Or what's it called? Forever Feets. C. Colson says he wants them used. That's funny. And also gross. No, I'm not going to ship you one sandal, Will. Why would I ship you one sandal? What am I going to do with the other sandal? Hang it on my wall? This is getting weird. I agree. Everyone's souring the chat. Venmo me $50 or shut the front door, Will. I'm just kidding. But I'm not. Venmo at Take Naps, $50. People are like, and then he sold a picture of his feet for $50. Yo, I'll do it. Somebody said donate it. No, I'm not going to donate it. I'm the one putting all the hard feet pics and feet work into this. I'm about to donate it. What am I going to donate it to? Feats of America? Ian, people are bidding on photos of my feet right now. We got the bidding up to $100. I think Will might be the sharpshooting high bidder on Facebook. I think he's going to give me $100 to shoot a video of my feet, and then he's going to pay me $50 to ship him one of my sandals. Sheree says, "Hey, you made a ton off of the art." I didn't make a ton. Not generate a ton. Jen Lisa. Somebody hit on Jen Lisa in the comments. Jen Lisa is thirsty in the comments. Single white female with nice feet. This is getting really creepy. We've taken a long dark turn on this chat. I like started talking about like O'Crazio and like the horses at the border, and now I'm like selling feet pics, and like people are trying to get clapped in the comments. Will wants pictures of my kneecaps too. Will, you're making so many demands. Will, put up or shut up. Send me a Venmo or kick or pound sand, jabroni. Just kidding. I'm not kidding though. Venmo at Take Naps. $50. Wendy's like, this is bizarre. I'm out of here. Somebody said make Hunter crack art with your feet. That's a good idea. Or I could take my foot and put it in paint and then put a footprint on it. That'd be how I sign it. That'd be hilarious. Will said he wants a close-up of my eyebrow. Will, you get HD videos of my eyebrows on the daily, my guy. What are you doing for free? Will, Venmo me $50. I feel like you owe me $50 just for this conversation, Will. Will's in a picture with his wife. His profile pictures with his wife. Will, where's your wife at right now? He's like, oh, I'm just buying this guy's eyebrow pics for $50 on Instagram. The bank calls. They're like, did you charge $100 to your Venmo? Rose says he's trying to make a fool out of you. I don't think so. I disagree, Rose. I don't think he's trying to make a fool out of me. I think he's going to – we'll see who's laughing when I get a $100 Venmo. I'm gonna go get myself a Salisbury steak down at the Friendlies and still have $93 left. Will's like, I'm just kidding, but no, I'll give you $20. Will, Venmo me $20 immediately at Take Naps. Or dollar sign Take Naps on Cash App. Will, join the Patreon. You said I'm fooling. Will, you took me all the way down this road. I'm at the bank. I'm ready to cash the check, Will. I was already spending that $20 in my head. Will, Instagram vote. Should I block Will? Should I block Will from all future live streams? No, I'm just kidding, Will. You're good. But seriously, Venmo me $20, please. Will, people are dogging you on Instagram right now. Jen says Will is a Glansberg. Zap! She got you there. Amy says, I want somebody to send a check for $50 with a memo line saying feet pick. No, a check. What a check? I don't accept checks. Chook says send him a Venmo request. Will, please add me on Venmo so I can request $100 from you. Will's getting a lot of airtime here. No, people on Instagram are dogging, which is hilarious. Will, Chooks wants you to Venmo me immediately. And what Chooks says goes. Will says, let me be the Glansberg today, I guess. Agreed. Glad we all are in agreement. A Western Union? Yeah, send me a Western Union. Will, these are jokes. These are jokes on the comedy stream. These are not personal attacks. Chooks, send Will a Venmo request on my behalf. Chooks is my money collector. Chooks will find you. Chooks is going to take pictures of your feet and then give them to me for free to sell on my OnlyFeeds. Somebody said Pony Express Gold Bullion. Yeah. Somebody send me a check. Holy Christmas. OnlyFeeds. Yo, the world is garbage. Will said my feet look like bananas. Well, you might want to get that checked out. Will, please. Will, send me a Western Union, please. Fax me a letter. fax me a request to send a Venmo. Agreed. Sable said send a Vagmo. If you know, you know on that one. People not logging off until we figure out the Venmo. Agreed. Will, this live stream will not end until you send me $50. Christmas decorations are at Walmart already. You know what's a great thing to do at Walmart? Not go there. Just kidding. Don't buy food there. Dog Doc says, do you sell feet pics? Yeah, dude, $50. 50 clams, Jack. Oh, now people want to pay Will for pictures of his banana feet? This is unacceptable. You can't flip the switch like that. Yo, Chook says, I got a comment on the hoodie pic saying this ain't it. That's hilarious. I love that. You should. I love that so much. This ain't it. It's like, yeah, people, yeah. Yeah, people don't understand jokes. I love it so much. I think that's so funny. This ain't it. Someone did post a video today, and she said, I was going to buy the Eat the Poor sweatshirt, but I realized that I can't wear this anywhere. And I was like, I literally messaged her back, and I was like, yes, you can. Because you don't actually mean eat the poor. It's a stupid statement. No one would say eat the poor. It's so stupid that it's like no one would think that. If you think, if somebody is stupid enough to think that you're walking around with an eat the poor sweatshirt and you literally mean eat the poor and or do anything disparaging to the poor, then they're clueless. That's the whole point. It starts the conversation. Somebody that, if I saw a person that had an eat the poor sweatshirt with that lettering that was white, just like O'Crazio, I would get it. And it's like the people that would get it would think that it's funny. And the people that don't, all right, they're going to be mad at you anyways. Or they won't be mad at you at all. Or who cares? That's the whole point. I have a shirt with my face on it. Who has that? No one has that. Few people have that. Someone has it. Someone has to have it. I'm just saying, I have my literal face on my literal shirt. I have my name on my shirt. I have shirts that have my name on it. It's just my name. Does anyone out here, like, Will, do you have any shirts that say Will Sharp? Like, you know what I mean? No, you probably don't. I have banana feet, Will Sharp. It's like, no one has that. I mean, they might, but I highly doubt it. So it's just like, if somebody's going to hassle you about like an eat the poor, imagine a person wearing a shirt with their name and face on the shirt. It's like, that's way stupider, you know? Way more stupid. So I don't know. I think it's hilarious. I don't really care. When I was originally thinking of it, I was like, that's too sensational. And I was like, that's why it's good. I was going to write tax the poor, but I'm like, tax the poor, that's playing it too safe. That's too obvious. Eat the poor is way better because they've been saying eat the rich. That's what's so great about it. They say eat the rich. What does that even mean? That's so dumb. They say eat the rich. That's their slogan. If you go on Instagram and you look in the GIFs and you write eat the rich, there's multiple GIFs for eating the rich. Eat the rich, eat the rich. I'm like, that is so dumb. So I made it eat the poor because it's equally as dumb. That's the point. If anybody can't get that and they're like, this ain't it. Yo, you ain't it, dog. That's what jokes are. Jokes are supposed to make you feel a little uncomfortable. It's how jokes work. I'm not going to come out here and be like, why did the chicken cross the road? It's like, no. It's like, what are we doing? Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? It's like, yeah, okay. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? These are jokes. This is the modern day joke. Dog O'Crazio with an eat the poor sweatshirt. That's hilarious. I think that's hilarious. Apparently, the people that have been buying the hoodies think it's hilarious. So whatever. I love how people keep bringing up spare parts, aren't you, bud? I love that so much. You got some real OGs in here. Michelle on YouTube says the poor are spare parts, aren't you, bud? Hilarious. That guy in Chook's comments would be like, oh, insulting the poor. It's like, no, it's not about the poor. I'm doing more for the poor than you are, you chooch. Not Chooks, Chooch. O'Crazio. It's like I'm doing more for the poor by telling them to like, hey, like save your money. Like your money's getting inflated. Like don't vote for these people that are putting you in a hole. Here's why they're putting you in a hole. Like we're doing more. We collectively are doing more for the poor than O'Crazio. O'Crazio is just trying to give them handouts. Have you ever heard of teach a man to fish or give him a fish? O'Crazio is like everybody. She's forcing everybody to forcefully give them fish to their detriment. And we're out here trying to teach him how to fish. And O'Crazio's like, no. And she's at the Met Gala eating a shrimp cocktail. She's like, she's hobnobbing with Taylor Swift. And everyone's like, you're so brave, O'Crazio. And Don Lime is like, because that's probably how Don Lime claps. And it's like, yo, you guys are garbage merchants. But whatever. If this ain't it, you're garbage, bro. Chooks says, Baba, will you wear a shirt with my face on it? Absolutely, Chooks. Send it to me in the mail. I will wear it. Absolutely, 100%. But just don't buy me one of those Gildan, crisply, crackly, crunchy bags of garbage shirts. Send me a nice next level, and I will. Chooks, I will definitely wear a shirt of your face. Just don't write something mean on it like property of Chooks. Write something better. Like spare parts aren't you, bud? Something like that. Chooks, do it. Order it right now. Just legalize Parm. I think Megan that's in here. Megan has a tote bag that says Parm to table. That's hilarious. That is the best. Imagine seeing a human adult woman person with a Eat the Rich sweatshirt and a Parm to table bag. You'd be like, who are you? You'd be just like, tell me what you know, You would love it. I don't know. I think that would be funny. She has 3 legalized Parm shirts. I love that. Jen says, do you plan to do a live tomorrow when they release the audit? I mean, no, but maybe. I mean, I don't think it's going to matter, but I haven't been paying attention enough because I'm like, all right, Donnie's in a pineapple under the sea. Meanwhile, he's like putting on the 18th hole. He's like, what are they serving in the what are they serving at the up at the pro shop at the restaurant? Like chocolate cake or whatever. I just don't think anything's gonna happen with those, but maybe. I doubt it. Maybe, but probably not, Bill. But maybe, but probably not. But maybe, but probably not. Artistry by Jennifer says, you literally make me cry. That's awesome. Appreciate that. Jen says, I hear you, but I'd rather watch through you. Yeah, I mean, I'll look into it tomorrow. I have a 5:15 p.m. meeting that I got to go to for one of my existing website customers, like one of the few that I still provide support for. So I got to go to that at 5:15. But other than that, I'll be around. So we'll see. Depends. Will Sharp says, Will's back. He said, did you already talk about O'Crazio crying about Israel? No, I didn't talk about that. I don't know enough about that situation to speak on it with enough intelligence. Deanna says, I made all my friends who are smart follow you. You kill me. Thank you so much, Deanna. I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing the love. It's much appreciated. People said nothing's going to happen. Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. Unfortunately, I think that is the truth. Sadly. But whatever, we'll see. Thanks for the donation, person who will not be named. They said in the comments, don't say my name, LOL. Just thanks for the content. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. Not naming who you are. Appreciate it. Don't say my name, LOL. I'm like, but thank you for that donation. I really appreciate it. It's very nice. Very generous of you. Thank you. And I know that this person has made a Venmo or a PayPal donation before, so thank you so much for that. Somebody says Will. No, don't give Will the credit. Will's not out here sending in PayPals. People are like, it's Will. It was not Will. Nah. Will wouldn't even fork up 20 clams for a foot pick, and now he's going to be making donations. I don't think so. Someone's like, Big Mike. BRB asking random men for pics of their actual human feet. Agreeable. Justin Biebel. Yeah, he sent a check. I just realized that the comments on my screen here are covering up like my hands. I didn't realize that I've been like playing with this sack that must be annoying for everybody to watch. I'll let you know when Will's Venmo's processed. Thanks, Chooks. Appreciate it. Shake them down. Sending feet pics via homing pigeon. That's pretty funny. You're playing with a sack. Somebody said, do you have layaway on the merch? I don't have layaway, but I have this. I use Affirm. I showed it on my thing today. If you go to bobbysauce.com and you add something to the cart, there's a purple box that says Shop Pay. It's called Shop Pay. It gives you 4 equal payments every 2 weeks until it's paid off. So if you buy a hoodie that's like $60 or $50 plus shipping, it's like $58. It'll bill you $12.50 or whatever it is once every 2 weeks until it's paid out for like, I think it's 4 weeks. So it's pretty cool. So if somebody like has waiting for a paycheck, it'll like bill you $12 and then you don't have to pay the other $12 till 2 weeks from now. So it's pretty cool. So I would check that out. If that's what you need to do. People are asking about how to donate. All the stuff's in the comments. Venmo, the Cash App, Patreon's in there. And then if you hit the little more button, my PayPal's there as well. It's woke@bobbysauce.com. Thank you for anyone that's even considering making a donation. I really appreciate it. What's up, Gabby Fox? Sean 87 is over here negotiating on my behalf for more expensive feet pics. Appreciate that. C. Colson, does your website merch take a check? Yeah. Actually, technically, you probably could pay with a check. You could pay using PayPal, and PayPal has e-checks. So technically, yes, it does accept checks. Michelle says, people will pay good money to watch you play with this sack. Okay. Getting a little creepy in here. Will said on Facebook that he's going to donate soon because payday can't come soon enough. All right, Will. Make it a 50. Make it a 50 clamor, and I'll send you back a video. A foot video. What up, YM Freds? Not all heroes have banana feet. That's funny. Megan said, how much did the Investing Easy guy pay you to announce my name? $25. This guy on a previous live stream sent me $25 to say Megan's name. And I was like, all right then. And I was like, Megan. I was like, yeah, I'll take 25 clams. And then I ordered like a sandwich or something. I was like, yeah, buddy. I was like, she's literally married. Said it in the chat. He's like, say it anyways. I was like, okay. So if anybody wants me to shout out other people, the going rate is 25 clams. Feet, you do 25 plus 10. You do $35 one-time special. Feet picks and a name shout out. Yo, thanks, Will, for the Cash App. Appreciate you, man. Or they appreciate you. They say her name, clown. Did somebody say, are both of those eyebrows single? Holy Christmas. It's getting dicey on here. I'm getting a little dicey on there. Yeah, the Vag Badge night was wild. Will says him swordfish. Will's got jokes. So I'm gonna do a I'm gonna do a private chat. I think on Tuesday. I think it's gonna be Tuesday. I'm pretty sure. I'll tell everybody like tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do a private Patreon only Q&A session on Tuesday night at like 6:00 with like there'll probably be like 30 people in there. And it'll be just a little Patreon jamboree on Tuesday. So if anybody wants to participate in that, feel free to join the Patreon. I'm not going to stop doing live streams or making videos. Obviously, I'm going to keep doing this just the same. And I won't let the Patreon take away, but I'll do an extra hour there for the people that are private in the Patreon group. And I can probably say different things on there too. It's $5 for the Patreon. But you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to. It's not. Thanks, Jillian. Yeah, I saw Jillian join the Patreon today. I appreciate it. What time is Only Feet? 6 p.m. Yo, I'm coming up on 2 hours. I was like, I'm gonna stay for another 5 minutes. Pulling an anomaly here. He's like, I'm gonna stick around for another 10 minutes and like 45 minutes go by. That's basically what I just did. Ocean Blue said how to join Patreon. You go to patreon.com/takenaps. I'm gonna drop it in the comments on Instagram for anybody that wants to join. I don't want to make this only about Patreon. I don't want to come on here and just be like, bye all the time. But that is the link to the Patreon if anybody wants to join. I just want to make sure that it's clear. But I'm not trying to just get people to only be on the Patreon. It's just an extra level of access if that's something that people want to participate in. Why is Megan so curious about the investment guy? Do we need a link or just go straight to the pages? Glamma Med Freedom. That's the URL right there. Patreon.com/takenaps. On my Instagram handle, just click on my handle and go to my page and click on the link tree. And it says support on Patreon. It's the third one down. You can join it there. Or the link is like literally right here in the comments. Right there. Patreon.com/takenaps. It's right there. No Glansbergs in the Patreons. Agreed. Yeah, keep it. Let's keep it Glansberg free. Let's keep it Glansberg free. Yeah, Chooks. We should start like an OnlyFlans, secret page where we just like take feet pics and talk about being spare parts. James Joseph says, I found your page a few weeks ago and you make my day. That's what's up. Thanks, James Joseph. Hey, James Joseph, how did you find the page? Do you remember? I'm curious how you found it. Where did you find it? I'm so interested to see that. Thank you, Jennifer, for the Venmo. Appreciate it. No spare parts. No Glansbergs on the Patreon. No Wills on the Patreon. Will, you can join the Patreon if you want. Only shoes. That's not going to go too far. He, him, swordfish. That's pretty funny. Will, that was your hit of the night. Shoe fans. Thanks, Tom W, for the Cash App. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. They appreciate you. They. Megan said $500 for toes. That's a lot, Jack. Jen Lisa, I've had guys ask me some of the weirdest stuff ever. Yeah, dudes are weird. I found you through posts pooping on Biden. Sick. That's what's up. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that we're all united in our discontent for Joey Dumpster Fire, Joey Basement. Joey 10% to the big guy, Joey Rocky Road. Joe, what are you doing, dog? Joe, are you with us, guy? He's like, if you watch a video, like a long form video of him not giving a speech, This dude talks like he talks like your quintessential old man, like somebody's grandfather. Like, he's like, back in my day. And it's like, bro, this guy is supposedly running the country out of your gourd. That's why everything is trash. And people don't even care. So stupid. It's like, ugh, who hurt you, dog? Joey Waffle Cone Garbanet is great. Jim says, "Can I send 25 for a Megan shout out?" Yeah, of course you can. You can send anything. You can send 25 for any kind of shout out you want. Did anybody see the description that I wrote the other day on one of my videos? Because it was like a literary masterpiece. I'll close with that. On my Instagram story the other day, or on my Instagram video the other day, I posted a genius, dare I say, geniusly written description. I said, I will read it. This is the comment for Juiced and Goosed. Billy Simpolito is sick of all these unjuiced deniers ignoring the constantly evolving demands of our savior, Sultan Fauch. Joey Wafflecone Garbanet is losing patience, but don't worry, his gang of untrustworthy goons won't demand you follow their orders. That wouldn't be right. But if you want to breathe and eat or exist on the Earth's crust, then you will be forced to comply. But it's not mandatory or anything yet. Meanwhile, outrageous new videos are dropping faster than a Kenny Loggins on Joe's Depends, and the narrative is wearing thin. Yo, come on. That's good. Outrageous new videos are dropping faster than a Kenneth Loggins on Joe's Depends. Come on. Come on. That's genius. That's writing for the museum, Jack. Kenneth Loggins? Come on. Nobody drops a Kenny Loggins like that. Your boy did. I dropped a Kenny Loggins reference in a I referred to Joe taking a dump on his Depends as Kenny Loggins. Oh my God. Lots of actual human laughs. Snack on the rich, beg for the juice. Truth over facts. Yo, that's hilarious. 33,883 views on Instagram. That's what's up. Just clocking in 34,000 views. NBD. That is poetry. I agree, Jennifer Clark. Appreciate it. D says your old YouTube videos are hilarious. Nice. They have like 10 views. Everybody's just like, who's this chooch? Truth over facts. Ryan Big Ray's in the building. What's up, Ryan Big Ray? We clapping cheeks in here. All right, I'm going to go in 2 minutes. So everybody, thank you, Amber Marie. Amber said she just bought a hoodie. Thank you so much. I got to check how many of those hoodies are left. Oh, yeah, I see the order from Amber just came in. Nice job. There's probably not too many hoodies left. So if anybody wants to eat the poor hoodie, now's the time because I'm about to be closing the sales on them here soon. I got to check how many are left. Somebody said do some funny videos. All right, then. Huevo chooches. All right, everybody say their final commentaries. I'm gonna go in 2 minutes. We're gonna keep it right at 2 hours. 2 hours, chooch. 2 hours, you bags of rice. You literal. Oh my God, dude. Yo, Megan, you're like the cash cow of the building here. Not cow, not saying cow, just saying cash cow. It's an expression. I just got a PayPal donation that says, "Can you say hi, Megan, for $50?" $50. Somebody just PayPal'd me $50 to say to Megan, "Hi, Megan," for $50. So Megan, hi, Megan, for $50. I just made $50. Yo, I love this. What kind of world are we in right now? What's up, Mr. Spectacular? Yo, this is a great time. We got a couple speciesists in here. Wow. 50 clams. I love that. Ocean Blue says, do a funny video every Wednesday or something once a week. I literally make funny videos 6 days a week at least. Sometimes three a day. What do you mean? People are like, I love Megan. People on Facebook are like, Megan has to be fine. She's married. But yeah, she's been in my stories multiple times. So you've probably seen her. Sable says, thanks for slapping my brain bag. Yes, I love that. Thank you so much, Sable. I appreciate it. Megan is winning today. I do say that. Hi, Megan, for $50. You got to love it. Ocean Blue is like with a duck walk. I literally duck walk in every video, Ocean Blue. What are you talking about? Have a good weekend on the garbage covered crust. Agreeable, Justin Biebel. I'm with you on that one, Jack. Yo, I gotta say this, Jack. This live stream took a turn that I did not expect. We got O'Crazio, we got the whip. I got very angry at Don Lime and Misery Reed. Very angry at them. I really yelled a lot. I was sweating. I had the fan. The fan burnt out. I drank all my tea and all of my first drink. I'm almost down with a third whole drink. It's been 2 hours. I thought I was going to do an hour. Megan just generated 50 clams of income. I was threatened. I was threatened by selling my feet pics. Then the guy backs out. Then he comes in trying to hit me with a couple jokes. He's still asking about feet pics. I never got any money for the feet pics. I didn't send a feet pic. Chooks is going to send me a picture of his face to wear on a shirt. Everything happened in here. A couple people joined the Patreon. One person joined the Patreon. Amber bought a hoodie. Tom sent a couple clams. Jennifer sent a couple clams. Everybody's just clamming out. Love it. This has been a productive productive time here, Jack. So, with that being said, just so everybody knows, this live will remain on my Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram forever. So if you want to relive the magic or if you just jumped in, hit the replay, tickle my bag. I'm going to call it Who's Under That Bridge? Squirrel. That's what I'm going to call it. Because of that movie. People are going to be like, he's calling Haitians squirrels. It's like, no, I'm literally not. They're just like, oh, he's so disrespectful. They're going to be like, what was he wearing around his neck? A whip. It's like, literally no. But okay. I love you, Jennifer. Banana feet. Oh, my God. Chooks is going to make me a shirt and ship it to my address. My address is on bobbysauce.com on the contact page under About. Bobbysauce.com, About, Contact. My address is there. It's also in the link tree. You go to the link tree. At the very bottom, it says mailing address. It's in my link tree. All the links for everything are there. If you want to, please, if you don't already, please follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all the places. TikTok, follow me on all these places if you can. Join the Facebook group. All the links are in my link tree, on my profile, link in the bio. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. Follow the link tree. All the links are there. The PayPal's there. My mailing address is there. The Patreon is there. The store is there. Every single thing is there. Everybody go and follow me in all the places if you can. If you bought anything on the store, please consider leaving a review. I did add reviews on bobbysauce.com. I also added the shop pay option, which allows you to pay in installments if you want to buy something that you are worried might sell out, but you don't want to buy it. You can't pay for it right now. You can pay it in installments. You can pay off a $25 hoodie over 10 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks. Pretty sweet. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on. Tickle my bag. Thank you guys all so much. Thank you to Ryan, to Margaret, to Robert, to MC, the new Patreon MC. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Amber. Thank you to the unnamed person that donated on PayPal to say hello to Megan. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you guys kindly. Thank you, Ryan, Big Ray, Fozzie. Thank you for everybody that bought the badges on Instagram. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. Ryan, Big Ray, Fozzie, Ocean Blue 77, Simon Gooey 210, Jen Lee AZ, Max Public House. Hey, Max Public House is in here. That's what's up. Amber Marie Graham, Meredith Robertson 11, CS Olson, Jesse CT6, Norma Malarla, I am Lish 83, Hello Kitty 3, The Fish Human, April Bruss, Abby 208, Addiction Talk, Jen Lisa 80, Jen Saladino Domer, Lori C, Christy Katie, Dawn Marine, the Megan Hayward, Chooks Official, Michelle AD, Meg Paulson, W Monaco, Lana Liberty, and then I think I got everybody. Thank you all so much for the badges. It's been 2 hours and 4 minutes. I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for the support. Thanks everybody that bought the Eat the Poor hoodies. I really appreciate it. If you want an Eat the Poor hoodie, they're about to get taken down soon. So go on bobbysauce.com, buy an Eat the Poor hoodie, go and get it if you want it. If not, if you want to join the Patreon, patreon.com/take naps. That's the one. Thank you all so much for the support. I'm going to do a private Patreon next week, probably Tuesday. Much love. I appreciate you all so much. Share my reels. And again, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you so much. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Peace out, Facebook.